The air is thick with salt and tension as the first light of day creeps over the restless waters. Every breath feels heavy, charged with anticipation and uncertainty. It's dawn, January 11th, 2026. The BRP Sierra Madre, a rusting Philippine ship, sits aground at Second Thomas Shoal, a symbol of sovereignty and defiance. For years, it has stood as a lonely sentinel, battered by the elements but unyielding, its presence a daily reminder of the Philippines' claim. On the horizon, a wall of Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels blockades Filipino resupply boats. Their formation is tight, their intent unmistakable: to deny access, to test resolve, to send a message. This isn't open war, but a high-stakes gray zone standoff, an undeclared conflict where every maneuver is calculated, every gesture loaded with meaning. The Philippine Coast Guard's BRP Teresa Magbanua escorts the supply boats, horns blaring warnings that go ignored. The crews exchange tense glances, knowing that even a minor misstep could escalate the situation. Chinese ships close in, aggressive and unyielding, water cannons at the ready. Their proximity is a show of force, a silent threat that hangs over the tense waters. The world watches live, every move scrutinized by satellites and diplomats. Newsrooms buzz, analysts debate, and governments weigh their next steps as the standoff unfolds in real time. One wrong move could ignite a conflict with global consequences. The stakes are immense, and the pressure on every sailor and officer is palpable. The Filipino crew stands firm, knowing retreat is not an option. Their determination is etched on their faces, their resolve tested with every passing minute. On board are not just supplies, but the resolve of a nation. Each crate, each flag, is a statement of intent, a promise to defend what is theirs no matter the odds. The Sierra Madre is more than a ship. It's a declaration that these waters belong to the Philippines. Its battered hull and fluttering flag are symbols of hope and resistance. This standoff is a microcosm of a larger challenge: defending the nation's maritime domain against a powerful neighbor without sparking war. Every day, the line between peace and conflict grows thinner. For decades, the military fought insurgencies inland, navigating dense jungles and mountainous terrain in search of elusive enemies. Now, the threat sails openly at sea, visible and formidable, challenging the nation's resolve in broad daylight. This shift has forced a dramatic modernization of the armed forces, pivoting from jungle warfare to high-tech maritime defense. New ships, advanced radar, and modern weapons are now essential tools in this new era of conflict. The front line has moved from the hinterlands to the high seas. The battle for the nation's future now plays out on open water, where every wave carries the weight of history and hope. To truly understand the Philippines, you must first understand its deep and enduring relationship with the sea. The ocean is not just a backdrop to daily life. It is the stage upon which the nation's history, culture, and destiny have been shaped for centuries. With over 7,600 islands scattered across vast blue waters, the Philippines is a nation bound together by the ocean, its lifeblood, its highway, and its shield. The sea connects distant communities, making trade, travel, and communication possible. For millions of Filipinos, the sea is everything. It's their farm, their office, and the heart of their heritage. Generations have relied on its bounty for food and livelihood, passing down skills and stories that define who they are. So when foreign vessels block access or steal resources, it's not just a political issue. It's a direct attack on Filipino families, threatening their way of life and their future. The West Philippine Sea is more than a body of water. It's a vital artery for global commerce and the nation's survival. Every ship that passes through carries the hopes and dreams of millions. Disruptions here threaten not only prosperity and security, but also the stability of entire communities who depend on the sea's rhythm. The sea is woven into the Filipino soul, a source of pride, resilience, and unbreakable spirit. It inspires songs, legends, and a sense of belonging that endures through hardship. Defending these waters is about more than law or military might. It's about protecting identity, dignity, and the very essence of being Filipino. The standoff at 2nd Thomas Shoal is not just a territorial dispute. It resonates deeply, challenging the Filipino way of life and testing the nation's resolve. Modernizing the military is a direct response to these threats, a commitment every citizen understands and supports, knowing what's at stake. For the Philippines, the stakes are always personal, defending heritage, livelihoods, and the nation's future for generations yet to come. For decades, the armed forces of the Philippines focused inward, waging a relentless campaign against insurgents hidden deep within the nation's jungles and rugged mountains. The military's attention was fixed on internal threats, with soldiers often engaged in difficult, close-quarters combat far from the coasts. During this time, the Army dominated the defense landscape, while the Navy and Air Force were left behind, struggling with outdated ships, aging aircraft, and equipment that belonged to a bygone era. Modernization was slow, and resources were stretched thin. This imbalance left the nation's vast maritime territory exposed and vulnerable, with long stretches of coastline and open sea largely unguarded. As China's regional power grew and incidents of harassment at sea increased, it became clear that the old model of internal security was no longer sustainable. The threats had shifted, and so too did the nation's priorities. The greatest danger now came from across the water, not from within the country's borders. The seas had become the new frontier of defense. This realization sparked a fundamental shift in strategy: the launch of the revised AFP Modernization Program, a comprehensive effort to transform the military's capabilities. The focus moved decisively from internal security operations to the urgent need for territorial defense, especially in the maritime domain. The new goal was clear: to build a credible deterrent force, not by trying to match superpowers ship for ship, but by acquiring the right tools for the job. Modern ships, advanced fighter jets, precision missiles, and state-of-the-art surveillance systems became priorities. It's about establishing a minimum credible defense posture, ensuring the Philippines can effectively monitor, patrol, and protect its maritime domain against any threat. Today, the nation is making a strategic pivot, standing as a vigilant sentinel over its own shores, determined to safeguard its sovereignty and secure its future. Facing a Goliath in the West Philippine Sea, the Philippines avoids an unwinnable arms race. Instead, it embraces asymmetric defense, speed, intelligence, and precision over brute force. The Navy invests in fast, agile patrol vessels and missile-armed gunboats like the Acaro class, able to swarm larger ships and disappear among the islands. Land-based BrahMos missile batteries create a powerful coastal defense, denying enemy fleets access to key sea lanes. Geography becomes a weapon, turning the archipelago into a defensive maze. Alliances with the US, Japan, and Australia amplify this strategy, providing training, intelligence, and joint exercises. These partnerships transform a bilateral dispute into a multilateral concern, raising the cost for any aggressor. The Philippines leverages technology, geography, and alliances to make aggression a risky gamble. When people picture armies, they imagine columns of heavy tanks, but not in the Philippines. The archipelago's geography, thousands of islands, jungles, and narrow roads, renders main battle tanks impractical. Moving 60-ton tanks across islands is a logistical nightmare. Most bridges and roads can't support them. In muddy jungles, heavy armor becomes a liability, not an asset. The Army's mission now centers on rapid response, coastal defense, and internal security, not large-scale tank battles. Agility and mobility matter more than raw armor. The Army invests in lighter, more versatile vehicles, light tanks, wheeled APCs, and self-propelled artillery. This tailored approach ensures the right tools for the right fight across the unique Philippine landscape. The Philippine Army's new mechanized force is built on speed and flexibility. Sobra light tanks, both tracked and wheeled, deliver firepower and can be rapidly deployed anywhere in the archipelago. Modern APCs like the Guarani allow infantry to move quickly and safely alongside armor. Mobile artillery, such as the Atmos howitzer, provides long-range precision and can shoot and scoot to avoid retaliation. This mix, light tanks, APCs, and self-propelled artillery, creates a responsive, combined arms team. Anti-tank missiles and mobile air defense round out the force. The Army can repel landings, secure coastlines, and respond to crises with the right firepower, anywhere, anytime. It's a force designed for the islands, not the plains. For years, Philippine skies lacked supersonic defenders, until the FA-50PH Fighting Eagle arrived. This light combat jet restored the Air Force's ability to intercept threats and defend sovereignty. Modernization goes further. The Spider-MR missile system now shields key assets from air and missile attacks. Integrated radars extend the Air Force's reach, while new transport planes like the C-130 and C-295 ensure rapid mobility across islands. Airlift is vital for deploying troops, resupplying outposts, and disaster relief. Training with allies hones pilot skills and readiness. The Air Force is now a capable, professional guardian of the nation's skies. It stands ready for both defense and humanitarian missions. The Philippine Navy has transformed from a coastal force to a blue water fleet. Jose Rizal-class frigates, armed with advanced missiles and sensors, lead the way. New corvettes and offshore patrol vessels extend the Navy's reach, maintaining a constant presence in the West Philippine Sea. Fast attack craft like the Acero class, armed with precision missiles, enable swarm tactics against larger foes. This layered defense, large ships patrolling the EEZ, smaller craft guarding the littorals, makes naval aggression costly. The Navy's modernization ensures the archipelago's waters are defended and sovereign rights upheld. Surveillance, law enforcement, and deterrence are now possible across vast maritime domains. The fleet is a credible shield for the nation's future. Technology matters, but the heart of Philippine defense is the Filipino soldier. Forged in jungle warfare, today's troops are adapting to new missions, territorial defense, and rapid response. Modern rifles, body armor, and night vision gear enhance their effectiveness and survivability. Training is prioritized, with joint exercises and specialized courses building skills for any scenario. The Modernization Program invests in both hardware and human capital. The synergy of new ships, agile armor, vigilant air power, and skilled personnel creates a credible deterrent. At the core is the unwavering commitment of Filipino soldiers, sailors, and airmen. Their resolve is the ultimate guarantee of the nation's sovereignty and future.